Hello, my name is WoodStone. I'm a grandpa, I'm a storyteller, and this channel I'm doing because I would just like to live stream about things that I care about, uh, and perhaps you do too. And maybe together we can have a great adventure learning about uh, not only different aspects of stories and musical instruments and perhaps each other, where we've been and what we've done and where we hope to go. And so this is kind of a test run to see exactly how the live broadcast would work. I dedicate this live broadcast to a YouTube blogger, Tommy Kuglin, who is a storyteller and plays the ukulele, and he's somebody that I look forward to seeing his YouTube videos every time they come out. And Tommy has not been feeling well, and so he hasn't been posting. And so this first YouTube video is dedicated to him, and the hopes that he gets to feeling better and soon returns with his stories and with his ukuleles. So get well, Tommy. Get well. Uh, for today's little YouTube video live stream, I guess is what it's called. I wanted to show everybody a book that I purchased, and I see that hopefully that's not backwards to you. It's backwards on the screen to me, but it's called Stories from Pancha Tantra. And these are very, 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 let's add a couple, three, four more berries to that. Old stories. The forward has this to say. The stories of the Panchatantra, originally written in Sanskrit, are very old. Legend has it that a king who had three foolish sons engaged a versatile teacher, Vish Nisharman, who taught them how to be happy and successful in life. Pancha, the first part of Panchatantra, means five, and Tantra means doctrines of conduct or modes of action, namely competence or firmness of mind, creation of prosperity or affluence, earnest endeavor, friendship, and knowledge. So the Pancha Tantra depicts Niti Shastra, wise conduct of life, through stories mainly of animals, which children love to read and we can all benefit from too. And so in here, there's 28 stories, but my understanding is in the complete Pancha Tantra, there are literally hundreds of stories. And people used to teach one another, especially teaching our young people, through the actions of nature, of what they saw taking place in the wild kingdom. From that, they would learn how to keep safe, how to find food, how to protect themselves from the elements of nature, whether it be a storm or a fire, flood, earthquake, any of those things. It enabled people to not have to relearn everything every time they started, every new day. You know, they had this kind of in them from a very, very young age. So they knew that when they walked into the jungle and they ran across the tiger, they needed to get out of the tiger's way. They didn't have to they didn't have to learn that every time they saw a tiger. They knew to get out of the tiger's way. And so that's the book I got. I got it down at the Goodwill. I recommend, if you're interested in children's books, if you have children of your own or grandchildren of your own, the Goodwill is a wonderful resource. That book right there cost me 25 cents. Because as a grandpa, I'm old, so I went on half price day. But ordinarily, the books at the Goodwill are only 49 cents, the children's books. The adult books, they're more. I really, quite frankly, don't even know what they cost. I think it varies. But the children's books are 49 cents every day to anyone. And so I go down there quite often and check. In my library in this room, I've got, gosh, 100 or more books. And hopefully over time, maybe a great many of those you and I will read together. Also in this room, if you look behind me up there, that's a boudron. That's a drum. Beneath it is the striker for the boudron, the drum. It's sitting on top of a pentacle. Not to worry, a pentacle is perfect love. And next to it is a picture by one of my favorite artists of two dragons in a library reading a book. And up there is a very fancy, I don't know how to get my finger over there, but a very there it is, a very fancy paper cutout of a Halloween picture. It's got a pumpkin in a kind of a spooky forest. And below it is a picture of Bob Marley that my son-in-law, a wonderful man, painted. And on this side, you can't see that. I've got no less in this room. I have no less than 6 faces of the Green Man, and they're everything from gold, a gold metallic paint, to realistic life colors. And the Green Man, we'll talk about him, but in the short, he is the god of nature, and he's the god of the woods, and he's the god that looks over all of the animals and all of creation. I have many other instruments in here. This is one of my newest ones. It's a Irish tin whistle. It comes with instructions. I don't know how good I will get with the tin whistle, but you know, you're never too old to try something new. And so if you're a person that's thinking, well, can I do this, or can I do that, or what about this thing over here? Give it a try. You're definitely going to fail if you don't try. This is, and I guess that the secret is to make these holes absolutely airtight. So when you blow into this, it's got a pure tone. Let's give it a try. You can see I got some work to do, but I really thank the person who gifted me this. That's really really wonderful. Well, I think I've been talking here for about 5 minutes. It's probably all you want to hear. And I see I've got 0 viewers, but I just did this on the fly. And what I would really like to do is now see how it sounds, how it looks, and if it's something that I feel like I can pursue. But I will tell you that back there in that those 4 pictures back there, that's all of my children on their wedding days, and that's how you get to be a grandpa. Thanks.